a symmetric figure is drawn on a rectangular piece of paper 20 centimeters by 15 centimeters as shown below. Its outline consists of a large semicircle and two smaller semicircles and two straight lines. Take pi as 3.14. What is the area of the figure? So over here, I think it's pretty straightforward. For this is a symmetric figure. That means it has equal, I would say, sides, right? So with this, the small semicircle diameter will just be 20 divided by 2, which will be equal to 10. So the next thing is we want to find the area of the figure, right? So that means we need to find this shaded part, as what we see over here. So that means we need to have this rectangle minus the semicircle. But the thing is that how do we then know the height of this, or length times length of this rectangle? Okay, so the thing is that if you were to look closely, the height of this rectangle is the same as the radius of this semicircle, because the radius of the semicircle, will always be, okay, let me just put like this, always be the, okay, I would say the same length no matter what. So this will be the same length no matter what, as what we see over here. So that means if we were to calculate the rectangle, get the radius, that means we can calculate the rectangle area and then minus the semicircle. So with that, we can get the radius of a small semicircle, which is 10 divided by 2, and this will be 5. So now we know the rectangle. So height, that means the rectangle area will then be equal to 5, not infinity, 5 times that, which will be equal to 50 centimeter square. So with the rectangle area, then we can get the small semicircle area, which in this case is pi times radius times radius. So in this case, for the small semicircle, the pi would then be 3.14 times the radius will be 5 times 5. So in this case, let's use the calculator. This will equal to 78.5. Thing is, if you look closely, there is a slight missing part, which is half times pi times radius, because we are calculating a semicircle, which is half a circle. So it's half. So that means we need to divide this by 2, and this will be 39.25. So the shaded part of the smaller, I would say the small semicircle outline will then be equal to 50 minus 39.25, which is equal to 10.75. Okay, and we want 2 of the shaded part. Okay, 2 shaded part of the semicircle, because there's 2, right? So 2 times 10.75, and this will be equal to 21.5. So now we know the small semicircle outline for the bottom part. Then we can get the top part. So the big semicircle or the large semicircle will then be equal to half times pi times radius times radius. So in this case, it will be half times what's the pi on this, 3.14 times radius will be 10 times 10. Okay, so 0.5 times 3.14 times 10 times 10, and this will be equal to 157. So total area of figure will then be equal to 157 plus we will have 21.5, and this will be equal to 178.5 centimeter square. That's what I see over here.